This week for Beacon Web News, Sarah Troy and I catch the action at the Mcla Fall Fashion Show and the Williamstown Reindog Parade. Sarah Tomzik interviews students and faculty about final exam stress. That's all coming up next on Beacon Web News. Welcome to the December 8th episode of Beacon Web News. I'm Mcla. On Monday, December 6th, Vice President of Student Affairs, Gina Puck, sent out an email informing the Mcla community that there had been 2 positive COVID cases in the last 7 days through our on-campus testing program. There will be a surveillance testing site open for asymptomatic testing for students and employees who want to test before the semester ends. Testing days will run from Tuesday, December 7th to Wednesday, December 15th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Old Campus Fitness Center. All students are expected to leave campus 24 hours after the completion of their last final and no later than 5 p.m. on Friday, December 17th. Before leaving for winter break, students are expected to leave their rooms and common areas clean and return their keys prior to departure. Students will not be expected to schedule move-out appointments this year, and masks and social distancing must be practiced during the move-out process. If you have any questions about the move-out process, you can contact the RLH office at 413-662-5249. Mcla Fashion Club returns for their first in-person show in 2 years. Here's Sarah Troy and I with all the glamour and excitement that came with this year's fashion show. On Friday, December 3rd, Mcla Fashion Club brought Greek mythology, astrology, and sexual assault awareness to life as they celebrate their first fashion show since the COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh, I think it went tremendously. I was not expecting such high of a turnout rate, especially since we've all been doing virtually for the last 2 years, and nothing like having the models present.
Fashion Club produced a total of 28 looks this year for their fashion show.
It was absolutely stunning. The girls are amazingly beautiful, and their walk, their clothing, everything is amazing. My takeaway is I'm interested in joining now because it seemed really fun watching them walk down, like knowing that someone made these outfits, it's really awesome. Just the excitement in the room. As soon as the girls started walking, it just immediately, the room was lit up, everyone was cheering, and it was just amazing vibes.
Sarah Troy and I interviewed President Noelle Borelli and other members from Fashion Club about what their experiences had been like walking the show.
Actually, the story of Medusa that we kind of figured out, well, Noelle, was different than what most people know. She actually wasn't really a villain at all, so that kind of like put her in a power position, and I wanted to kind of portray that.
Seeing all the creativity with these young, powerful women, and how they created like such beautiful gowns in such a short amount of time, it's really, truly, they're my idols.
And will there be a spring fashion show?
I hope so.
Yeah, yeah, I hope so.
This was my first year doing it, and I really loved it because it pushed me to do things that I wouldn't typically do. I was really anxious. I feel like it might have given me a little bit of confidence because I have like stage fright, so.
You can see the rest of their final looks on their YouTube page. The December academic reception will be recognizing the academic achievements of Mcla's August and December graduates. The academic reception will take place on Friday, December 10th in the Amster Campus Center gym from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. All attendees of the event are required to wear a mask while on campus. Students will not need to buy tickets, but will need to RSVP for the event and let the alumni office know how many guests they plan to bring. To register for the event, go to short URL at GX07. And for more questions, please contact 413-662-5526 or email deborahcurry@mcla.edu. Are you interested in making money while assisting other students? Then you should become a Trailblazer Tutor. The Center for Student Success and Engagement is currently hiring students for tutors for the spring 2022 semester. If you want to learn more about the opportunity, go to www.interviewexchange.com and set up an account and log in. If you have any questions, please contact Cassie Riccello at cassiericcello@mcla.edu. On Saturday, December 4th, Williamstown had their annual Reindog Parade. Sarah Troy and I interviewed some members from the public about what brought them to the parade and what they most enjoyed from the celebration.
For years, Spring Street has been the scene for holiday cheer with Williamstown annual Raindog Parade. May Craig and I joined the activities and heard from community members about their favorite seasonal tradition.
The adorable dogs. Yeah. Pretty much. The free hot chocolate? The free hot chocolate is a plus.
I'm here as a parent of kids in town, both for the varsity basketball team and the 6th grade. And they're each raising money because we can't raise money during the season. We're taking advantage of the wonderful crowd here today to support the team. Always a fun event. I mean, it's just great to see so many people out and celebrating the town and the season, and it's wonderful.
We've come to the Reindog Parade for 20-something years, and we try to bring a little diversity. This is actually my favorite event in Williamstown every year. I just love seeing all the dogs, and it's really fun having all the kids. Every child walking down Spring Street points, he goes, "Look, a Hanukkah dog."
Well, it's a tradition, and it's really fun, and there's free stuff. And like all of our friends have their dogs, so it's fun to see them.
This is quite the outfit.
His mom made it. Reindog Parade is the best event in Williamstown in the year, so I wouldn't miss it.
Earlier this week, I was offered the opportunity to lead the parade since I'm the K-9 officer in our department. A lot of people don't know that Williamstown has a K-9, so it's good getting her out, showing the public we have a K-9.
Hilo nightclub in North Adams recently announced that they will be taking a hiatus because of the challenging environment that COVID-19 pandemic has created for music venues and artists alike. The Parlor Cafe, which was in Hilo, will continue to operate out of Hilo through December. In early 2022, the cafe plans to relocate to downtown North Adams. North Adams City Hall has installed two sister cities panoramas. that displays the two panoramic images of the mountains of North Adams and its sister city, Tremesine, Italy. The photos were taken 20 years ago by photographer Kelly Lee and were previously located at the Eclipse Mill. The City Council accepted the gift from the Eclipse Mill Lofts Condominium Trust in late September and framed the images before Thanksgiving. 54-year-old North Adams resident Juan Harry was sentenced to 8 to 10 years in state prison for sexually assaulting two girls in 2003. Harry had disappeared the day before his original trial was due to start in 2010, and last August was arrested by Nassau County Police in New York. Berkshire District Attorney Andrea Harrington told the Berkshire Eagle that she hoped that the sentence would bring some closure to the two who were assaulted. Final exam week is just around the corner, and Sarah Tomsick asked students and faculty about what their thoughts are about handling stress during finals.
This week, students are preparing to wrap up their courses and take finals next week. Students are stressing out to finish the semester with the best grades that they can get. I, Sarah Tomsick, find out how students are really feeling and how to relieve stress.
Students tend to get more stressed during finals week. According to research.com, finals and midterms accounted as the top source of stress for 31% of U.S. students. Class and workload were third at 23%, and homework placed fourth place at 13%. Heidi Relo, Director of Counseling Services, further explains how finals affect students' stress levels and more.
You know, I think students are probably most stressed during finals week because obviously it's sort of a time when you have to do everything that you haven't done perhaps up until this point in the semester, in addition to preparing for the actual final. So it's juggling a number of different responsibilities. It's finishing outstanding assignments in addition to, getting ready for the actual finals.
Some students express if finals have stressed them out or not.
Yes, I have. I feel like they came up very quickly.
No, it's been pretty easy actually. Hasn't been too stressful. All the classes seem pretty legit. So
I've been feeling very stressed out.
Absolutely I have. I just have so many, and I've just been studying a lot. Just trying to get that good grade.
In addition, research.com stated 36.5% of U.S. college students pointed to stress as the biggest reason why their academic performance suffered negatively for the past 12 months. Because college students are feeling this type of way, Heidi Relo shared some ways to relieve the stress during finals.
I think the top 3 really important things are to try to be getting some kind of physical activity, even though it may not feel like you have enough time to do so during the day. I think trying to eat, a healthy, well-balanced diet is really important. And then I also think sleep. Again, it doesn't always feel like we have enough time in the day or enough hours in the day to get adequate sleep. But if students can make getting 7 to 8 hours a night a priority, then you can have the energy that you need to be productive and successful in your classes.
Even though Relo suggested some ideas, let's see what students actually do to relieve stress.
I try to take study breaks and watch some Netflix, but it's not going the best.
What I do to relieve stress, I find hanging out with friends, and I like to go for walks, just long walks to the fridge.
Watching sports probably helps. Taking a mental break, really taking my time to myself, mental health,
Not necessarily, just trying to get through them and just trying to study as much as possible.
If you're feeling stressed currently about finals or at any time, contact MCLA's counseling services at mcla.edu or call 413-662-5331 to make an appointment today.
To MCLA students, good luck on your finals and have a wonderful break. And with that, I'm Sarah Tomzig with Beacon Web News. See you next semester. Back to you, May.
Now from the Beacon. Mcla is currently investigating under Title IX a racist incident that happened during the women's home basketball game on November 16th. It's been alleged that an MCLA fan used racist language towards a player on the Keene State women's basketball team. Mayor-elect Jennifer Maxey visited MCLA's Political Science Club on Tuesday, November 30th. Maxey answered questions about her future plans for student engagement and creating jobs for the city of North Adams. SGA discussed student concerns over the administration freezing student meal plans. The administration had frozen the meal plans of a handful of students who did not attend class or who did not respond to repeated outreach from the school. Students said they felt that this decision was too drastic and tabled the discussion due to time constraints. That's it for this week. To stay up to date with BWN, you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/MCLABWN. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the spring semester.